Welcome to KaiChi Live. I'm KaiChi, and this is my Hamster Gretel review. This episode titled Neigh, It Ain't So, well, that's another hard title to speak, was basically Bailey and Gretel, superhero Gretel and Hamster hanging out because Bailey won a radio contest and Kevin was worried because Bailey knows Gretel well, but for some reason the running gag, they look alike, and that they don't look alike, but she don't think it's the same, blah 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 blah. So Kevin made Gretel and Hamster, well, mostly Gretel, between a Kevin and Gretel pinky promise where only he could use it for 18 months. Well, each of them used 18 months in order to keep that same promise, or I guess I don't know, they mentioned no kind of consequences after that. But yeah, it was like a whole thing in it. Kevin and Fred was going to stick by to watch over her just in case if any kind of villain show up. Well, of course the villain did show up, the naysayer. But anyway, they were Kevin and Fred was inside the van, and Fred is like being bored, like, oh, why don't we watch Yuko cheerleading or Attack 7, which Kevin didn't want to, but Fred was able to convince him to do so. The villain naysayer was a half man, half horse kind of guy. Well, he was a track enthusiast, but he wasn't good at it, so he decided to combine his DNA with horse DNA. But for some reason, the horse was part of a nuclear accident, and he was mutated into a horse. I guess something similar to Spider-Man, but instead of horse powers, he become part of a horse, or have horse hand and horse feet, which doesn't really give him horse powers. He also part of a horse gang. I don't know what you call a group of horse, but anyway, they're having a party, so he's needed supplies like food, like apples, in order to have this party. Well, somewhere. Since Gretel made a pinky promise to Kevin, she wasn't able to fight Naysayer very quickly, so she had Hamster, but Hamster got captured. They didn't really explain that part, so that was weird. Bailey was able to help out Gretel because she did a report on horses, so she knows things about horses, and she was able to find where the horse party was located at. Gretel was able to save Hamster and was able to defeat Naysayer and the rest of the horses. It was a great episode, honestly. Whether or not Kevin should have powers, no, I mean, he was barely in the episode. In fact, he was in a van with Fred watching Yuko 7, the anime, and he ended up liking it. So no, he doesn't need to have powers in the episode. As for the song, it was a rap battle between Gretel and Naysayer, and that's how Gretel was able to say Hamster. It felt weird of her rapping. It felt out of place for some reason. I don't know why. As for the villain Naysayer, honestly, he has potential. Like the previous episode with Lasvonia, they have potential. I know these writers could. They gave him a backstory, but I wanted a little bit more. Like maybe he should get horse powers or able to talk to horses. Well, he does have the ability to talk to horses, but for some reason they act like a bunch of a gang. No, not really a gang, more like a rowdy boys type of gang, messing around and just having one to party. But like he could be menacing. Maybe he could be able to give control over horses and just have kind of weird. Phineas and Ferb had an episode where the cows was running all over the place. Why couldn't they have something similar to that? Was able to cause destruction, and like he has potential. I know he has potential. Overall, this was an okay episode. I mean, we get to see Bailey in the episode, a little bit interaction between Gretel and Hamster, which I kind of hope to see because like Bailey should know the secret. It's much more fun. She might get in trouble, might get hurt. Maybe they should give her powers. They probably will anyway. And Kevin's not gonna get any kind of powers. It'll be a whole mess. But she'll probably lose that power, because it is a Hamster and Gretel show. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, hit that likes button. Go over here to watch my previous videos, and click over here. Subscribe to my channel, KaiChi Recap, for future nerd geeky videos. Thank you.